backtesting session for 2024, 4th 4th October. Okay, so let's start. Going into the day, first thing first is to understand what is the daily high and what is the daily low you're in right now. Okay, that's the daily high, that's the daily low. Sorry, that's the previous day high, previous day low. Either one of these is going to be drawn liquidity. So if most likely the daily candle had to displace lower, I can look to see that price go for this candle high, or London session open and go push higher, and New York comes lower, back all to like open up, displace higher, then displace lower. So just understand to understand the draws better. So these are important. This is the previous day high, but this is not a swing high. Okay, I'm understanding the swing highs. Like this previous day low is a 4-hour swing low. Right. So starting the hourly time frame, what am I seeing here is relative equal lows down here, and the choppiness at the high of the chop, and there is no point of interest. So we have an opening gap here, which gap is kind of now getting filled. It got filled to the downside and displaced to the upside. So most likely in hourly, like a bigger time frame, we are kind of respecting this one. Yeah. So that's the one and only level I got, the opening gap. I really don't care about this much. Let's go to the 15-minute and understand 30-minute. So the first thing that I'm coming to see is there is like not much of an PD raise around without these highs and lows, and this is a high you got here, 1 hour. Look at the 30-minute. Looking at 30-minute, you have this fair value gap that got inversed, came back into this fair value gap. You don't have any SMTs or anything. This, so it still hasn't done anything very like massive, but you're already having some divergence at the top. So my idea is that we do have a very high chance of coming to sweep this level, internal low, which is a 15-minute, 30-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute low, most possibly. Okay, so let's see going into the day what happens. So right now I don't have much of a PD raise or anything, so my best guess to just let the price action play out and see what you can find out. Starting chopping, nothing matters. Went for the high, went for the 1 hour high. Simple as that. That if I one thing that I forget is just gotta open up the third. That's the 9:30 opening price. The time has changed in the 2025. Like I guess around this time the time had got changed maybe. So I can guess I can start taking like 10:30. Okay, from there the time changed to 10:30. This is the 10:30 opening price. Back then it was 9:30. now it's changed to 10:30. So what am I saying here, that we came lower below midnight opening price, then we had a displacement to the upside. Okay, so what am I trying to do is to understand a model inside a model. Okay, so right now looking at this, we got this 1 hour time frame liquidity got level got tapped in. Okay, this high. So my ideas to going into the day is to understand, do you respect this high or do you respect this? If I see it displacing back lower, do can think we can have a very high chance of sweeping this low here, because that was the internal sweep, and specifically can also come back below midnight opening price. So let's go to the 5 minute first and see what happens. Are you already having it? And having an external divergence, and okay, whatever is going on here, it doesn't make any sense. So for me right now is the best thing to do is to understand the high of the consolidation, understand the low of the consolidation, wait for one of them to get swept, and wait and watch the price action. So let's see what happens. So the low of the consolidation got taken. In between here, I don't fucking care about anything. Nothing here is good. So right now, I gotta understand which time frame uh, level is this, and how can I work with that. So this is a 15-minute time frame level. So I gotta think it in that perspective. Okay, so what is 3 minute here? That there's 30-minute fair value gap, inverse fair value gap. We came, now we sweep. Now I can look to see that a displacement in the downside, but by the time this 3 minute low become a 15-minute low, now I have to manage my time frame that way. So let's go to the 1 minute time frame, see what happens. Got a high, got a low, and everything. You got a high, but I'm not that sure with that. 8:30 new candle opens, 10:30. Okay, whatever is going on here is doesn't make any sense to me. So 150, namaste, I don't want to be into this market. If it's like this, the best thing to do is shut down everything with a fuck off. And what exactly I'm doing here. But I'd like to see how my idea got play out. I did play out anyway, right? Doesn't make any sense, but it's not good. It's not good. So let's go to the 15-minute time frame and understand. I gotta check the news first, I guess. Should have some form of news. That's the reason price is doing this. So this is 4th August. We got it's labor. Go here. What is it? What is the date here? 4th October. That's OCT. OCT 424. Apply settings. Got some real 6 p.m. news, including non-farm employment change, unemployment rate, and hourly. So this is the reason the price is doing this. Okay, so from backtesting, you do have an idea that when we have non-farm employment change and unemployment rates, there's a chance that I've seen the unemployment rate price do move well, but maybe these two getting paired, or maybe these three getting paired with each other, kind of is the main reason that price is kind of accumulating uh, price is kind of accumulating here. Maybe distribution, depends on, right? This could be accumulation, could be distribution. So let's go to the 6 p.m. news. This is like 5:15. What am I doing at 5:50? This is 7 here. Holy moly cow. Main reason was this. So I should really wait, avoid trading in the London session, or maybe avoiding putting on size on non-farm employment changes 6 p.m. Right? That shit just, what the hell, bruh. So whatever. So usually what happens after big moves like this is price gets slowed down. Okay, so it's like price will move a little bit, and then in that direction, like in this case, move a little bit lower, and then slowly we'll try to reverse and rebalance the price. Okay, so first thing first, I have to understand that as we have done this, what you have done, you have definitely broke through the previous daily low. That's right. Okay, until the daily candle is closing through the previous daily low, I cannot consider that was broken, right? We have done a pretty significant things. First of all, I wonder if it's a weekly time frame. Holy cow! So this is a weekly time frame low. Okay, remember this is a weekly time frame low. That means that this guy here is, so according to the time frame management. Now I'm gonna go down to the 4 hour time frame. I'm gonna wait and watch the 4 hour to create that low and everything. The same. 4 hour creates that low, 4 hour creates that high, 4 hour comes back, 4 hour comes back, 4 hours take that low, and everything. So most likely I'm just calling it a day on this day. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see that if, without going into very low time frame, let's say that weekly time frame levels, like just try to have some swing trades on this perspective, and I would like to see how this one's getting played out. Weekly liquidity got taken, so into the 4 hour time frame would like to recreate that high. Do we have divergences? We put on a divergence, then I would like to see, this is an internal divergence. Hard to say now. Look what happened after that. So this is why if we just continued the way a little bit, and then we just start chopping. So swing trade wise, I was thinking like, mm, if the lower time frame is doing a little bit of problem with me, maybe I should head to on a higher time frame. And idea is, the way I trade is the way I see the divergences and everything. Putting it on a higher time frame basis is a little bit hard. It's not impossible, but it's a little bit hard. But let's see what happens. And one more thing is that I should start backtesting other pairs as well. Like, inspired with, I have an idea of like how they erased and things, everything, but I have to understand that my idea, my plan, my model, how does it affect, how does it works on other like stocks, indices, futures. So let's try something new today, and let's go backtest the stock. How about Nvidia? Let's go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is here is open a trading view, because this session is done for the Euro USD. I just backtest, just try to understand and just try to see that how my things works on a chart on different perspective. Like, we have this one core idea of that, like one pair, 1 year, and everything. But it's a market. It's an adaptable area. It's a place to learn, and it's a place to understand. Okay, so I don't believe in that kind of idea that you have to find out one pair and give it everything. Like, if you're trading forex, that's right. But if you're trading futures, NQES is most everyone's trades, and that's okay. But if you're someone like trading stocks, you cannot just say that I'm going to trade Nvidia for the rest of my life. Can that happen, right? You have to understand which stocks based on lots of things. So what I'm going to do is just go experiment with my thing with other markets and see what happens. Okay, he just experiments, that's all. There's nothing you can do about it. Bruh, you kidding me right now? Exactly, just took my stop loss and then this plus higher, exactly what I want to see. Why this is happening? Price end up coming back into that 1 hour time frame fair value gap after all, right? It's something pretty unbelievable. We do have a chance of going below 50% before going back. If you ask me, if you ask me, stops, break even, and everything. So finally, like that will stop break even. I mean, 1 minute time frame doesn't seems like providing any good setups and end up displacing lower. So from this is when you would actually, so I said that like you got this 15-minute time frame fair value gap, or you have this 1 hour time frame fair value. If this one get respected, I can look to see price to go higher. If this one get disrespected, price can come lower. 1 minute time frame, we didn't see anything specific happening. Did some here and there. This one got put in. We came back, but we never saw anything specific happening. Internal sweep. This one seems internal sweep, break of structure. What is this? Internal sweep, break of structure. Internal sweep, break of structure, and everything. So this is what I'm actually talking about. That's the internal sweep. This one went all the way up. They have any divergences? Volume? No volume. Came lower. Again from here, another sweep. Nothing specific to take my trade. No model clear. Came lower finally, down to the 1 hour fair value gap. So this is what kind of been with me. Like I'll take this trade from here, target, just come and take and disperse higher. So that means that something I'm missing. So exactly where am I trying to put my stop loss? It's actually what price want to take. That means I'm looking to seems like I'm trying to think somewhere. Who knows? So whatever, let's go and backtest something new today. How about Nvidia? Let's open a daily time frame. Nvidia, Nasdaq. This doesn't seems to be something you can try to backtest. Such YM. Is it? Let's try. something new. What can I trade? Hashtag. Nasdaq. Actually, I'm gonna trade Nasdaq. Let's actually do it. NQ1. What? CAB. The data is delayed, but no problem. Monday, first day. Let's go to the daily time frame and see what happens. I don't know what's going on. Let's just take a random day, like 8 August. Let's see. Let's see. 6th August, 4th August. Let's see what happens. Resetting 1 hour time frame. For a year, which time frame we're in? I'll start trading from the new game session done. So Friday, it's all right. 4:30, 7:30. 7:30 will start at 7, like 30. 7:30, right? 7 it will start. So so let's go into the day and try to understand what is going on. The fuck, bro? You get any news or something? This is the reason I don't like to trade. Backtesting. Trading view, you can just literally see what happened. So let's fuck off that shit and try to understand what the fuck is going on. 30-minute time frame. Starting the day here. Don't seems like having any news though. Nasdaq. Or the highs. That's why I don't like it. Bro, how could someone understand this anyway? The backtesting here doesn't make any sense for me. Why is it like this? Can I backtest this one and like here? That would be better. Trading view, but trading view is a little bit bad because I have to switch to multiple time frames every time. So if that thing happen, it's hard to trade, you know. Can create at least another one, right? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Oh, you need to have. You can trade like US, like Nash, CFD data. Yes, I can use this one. Let's just backtest recent data. Let's backtesting other markets as well. See how do I perform, right? My God, it's massive volume. So same thing, UTC and everything. I'm gonna change UTC to 5:30, 5:30, and everything seems so. We can Nash and pocket of the S&P 500 as well. God damn it! Otherwise, I won't be able to understand divergences. Shit, made a mistake there. Made made a mistake. I made a mistake. Whatever one is created with the NQ, just do it then. Create another one, which is Nash 100. I got yes 500, I guess, or SP 500, SPX 500 USD. You get SPX 500, SPX 500. Maybe this would work out, I guess. August, September, this car. Maybe. Fucking maybe. $100,000. This is SP 500. Both are same, right? Doesn't seems like they are. I wonder if they should be same. They should be same, right? Yeah, should be same. Now, my concern here is 17% down, 50. So, good to see. Calcutta. Monday, I gotta go to 30-minute time from. Monday, we're gonna trade this down, right? Because that's the time frame you should gonna trade. 1 hour time frame, looking to see what the heck is going on here. Seems like you're respecting this fair value gap here and displacing higher. The next possible draw liquidity can be this high. Gotta understand which high is this. Before that, I gotta understand the daily low and daily high first as well, and the midnight opening price. Okay, and 1 minute. Maybe this is 10:30 as well. So 10:30 comes 4th August, 4th. Bruh. Midnight opening price feels like nowhere zone. What? Okay, maybe midnight opening price. So that's your midnight opening price, just there. Like, came lower during the London session open, and then we just expanded to the upside. Expanded to the upside. So now going to the hourly time frame right now. I don't want to buy here. Right now, what I'm gonna do is to understand. Expecting this in the next possible round liquidity can be this high 4-hour time frame. That's a 4-hour time frame fair value gap as well. Looking to see can we this balance back into the 50%. So 1 hour, 5 minute, starting into 15-minute perspective. Exactly 5 minute. do have an high that can be broken when considered displacement. Consider as displacement, internal sweep just there, was backed by any kind of divergences, was backed by any divergence as well. Internal displacement, that's where I would buy. Stop loss would be down this time. Stop loss would be accordingly to the profile. Stop loss goes around this high, and we're pretty much close to take our stop loss though. Very close. Alright, boom. So if that's a boom, then I can look to see. That's a breaker blogger respected. 15 minutes. 1 hour. Finally doing the breaker structure. So let's see what happens. 6 opens. We just displaced to the upside back inside the 4-hour fair value gap. Oh my god. Just after the open. We have a massive displacement to the upside. August 7:30 got ISM manufacturing PMI. That's good. Into the 4-hour time frame, trying to understand the 15-minute perspective here. What price wanna do? Let a few minutes go by. Price kind of doing a little bit of its own thing there. Created that high, and yeah, this is where I can start looking to see the formation of this shifting structure. Okay, the formation of shifting structure. Look at the. I don't want to see that price, kind of go all the way down, all the way below that, and then come take. When this is the 1 minute time for 5 minute time for shifting structure is happening here. Yes, you can consider that. Like when we are kind of going to make that high there, did he went all the way towards that 50%? No, he didn't, right? So that's why I'm looking to see this. Oh, so let's see. 1 minute. Just trying to understand. I just want to see that internal sweep happen. Just want to see the internal sweep go on in the price. Okay, so 1 minute time frame with the chart as well. I'm gonna do another small thing here, which would be the volume. Volume MA. If I put like 2050, 50 seems all right. Goes with every pair, I guess. Not bad actually. Very high. So right now going into the day, coming back into the 50-minute fair value gap, forming an external divergence there, and after the external divergence, seems like having a nice displacement to the upside, but I didn't fucking care about that because I would like to see my model play out. Here goes my if I can look to see that fair value gap, another internal sweep, which is good. Took some time. Oh my god. Great. Oh my god, what the hell? What the fuck? Everything was kind of going well there. But all of a sudden price kind of started chopping. Damn. 79.30, all he did is just this is all you've done. So no problem. I will kind of now, will try to understand a little bit there, here and there, and this is when the internal sweep still having divergence, no high got broken. If you ask me that this high got broken, man, was there volume? I just want to like to see it's this candle's breaking below average volume. Came back, kind of started chopping, but would like to see what happens after all. Idea seems to be playing out nicely. So yeah, so maybe that's it for this session today. I'll just try to understand the futures market as well. Like I'll backtest the forex futures both. Uh, we'll get a proper idea. We'll try to understand that what's the difference between the forex and futures. Like a model can perform on a stock in a different way, on a forex pair in a different way, and a futures pairs in a different way. Okay, so because this is ICT concepts and ICT basically trades futures, specifically NQ and ES. So I'm trying to understand that how does this model, how does this understanding of my system, means specifically system based on the technical perspective, like my idea of getting bias, my idea how I get the bias, and then come back to like the model specifically. Okay, like the entry model specifically, how it performs. Like if I go into a forex pair and I see that after the internal sweep happen, I take the trade and price coming back to my order again. What is the key difference there? What's going wrong? And trading the Nasdaq at the same time, doing the same thing. If I see that the Nasdaq here is not doing that, the forex is doing that, that means there is something that I need to tweak into my model when I'm trading the euro USD, and I can remain the same when I'm trading the Nasdaq, right? So I'm trying to understand what the heck is that. Okay, uh, maybe the manipulation area is a little bit different, decentralized market, a lot of other things as well. Might be those kind of extra faltu manipulation can happen, but unnecessary manipulations, but maybe nobody can say that, right? Decentralized, this one's centralized, and order comes here through real market, so less chance of doing any bullshit. So in that case, most possibly I can look to see you know what. So so I will say that yeah, no problem. So what I'll say is I'll from now on I'll trade the Nasdaq as well. And now I cannot trade Nasdaq exactly in here, but nas100 the same, no problem. Nash S&P 500, they're still CFD, but they follow the same as Nasdaq, right? Like the Euro USD futures and like the 6E and Euro USD, right? So just trying to understand this and just try to set my ideas to see what like trading. My idea is to trade and backtesting this is to understand that how my idea and my model, my system, specifically the technical perspective. I'm not talking about the scaling, trade management, stop loss management. Those are. I'm talking about the idea. How am I getting biased on? And from there, understanding respect and disrespect on basis of my model, how this specific area is giving me the result in two different markets, one in forex, one in futures. Just try to extract that information and try to understand if, like as I said yes before that, do I need to tweak anything in the euro USD, maybe, or like this is a natural phenomenon, like specific, right? Nobody can say that. So yeah, so let's see, start the backtesting session for sure. So from now on I'll start the backtesting session for Nasdaq as well. So just try to get understand a little bit of something today, but from now on I'll start backtesting. From tomorrow I'll start backtesting Nash and Nash 100 and SPX 500 USD from the January 2024 alongside with Euro USD. Okay, so Let's just practice and understand and get the model more and more and more and more and more. Just understand the model is like, I think I'm doing right, but there's a little bit something with the entry. Okay, there's something with the entry that is the way I got the buys and everything. Like, I'm so fucking the amount of perfection. I would say perfection. I would say like the amount of confidence I got on my bias. I got of I became good and by practicing and through backtesting. Like coming of the day within like 2 3 minutes, I'm ready with everything. Just I'm ready with everything. So I know my bias. I know where I need to tweak what. I know my levels and everything. But the moment it's come to the entry, there's something that is been wrong that I kinda is not. I'm like feeling that I that's the thing. That's the one and only thing that I really need to understand. I really need to you know make it something so I have the same confidence as the bias. So let's see what happens. So that's it for the session.